Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hitchcock. I'm with the asset protection, estate planning, and business planning firm Barth Calderon. We're located here in Orange County, California, and this is our channel, Wealth Protector TV, where we have interesting entrepreneurs doing great things, and certainly Alexandra Rodriguez is one of them. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm honored and I have pleasure to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you are the founder and CEO of IRB Enterprises, and you and I have had a chance to get to know each other a bit. You've got your thumb on the pulse of some great things. So tell us, what exactly are you doing?
Well, when you're an entrepreneur, I'm a serial entrepreneur, right? When you have various businesses, you tend to start, you create a company, start succeeding, makes money. Clients come in and they ask you for more services or they have more needs. So
Totally.
what has developed, for me is that uh, I created a holding company, just like you guys strategize with your clients. I refer clients to you guys because of the
Yep.
strategies that you guys do. Create a holding company, and in that holding, I have various companies that do various things for clients. This is why it's called enterprises, IRB enterprises. But we have IRB.tax, which is a innovative website, interactive. IRB.tax is a website, and you can file your personal taxes from wherever you are in the world.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's not you doing it yourself. We're against that. Where it's more like a professional does it for you. Minimum 5 years experience that we have our agents take care of our clients. But again, it's all you got to do is go on, click on a few buttons. You get the price before we serve you. You create your login, snap
Awesome.
pictures, loads
Awesome.
up, they
Yep.
handle you.
Yep.
The second
Fantastic.
one is businesses. We help grow businesses from zero to about 7 million. And it's through 4 memberships. It's called IRB Grow, GROW, get started, results, opportunities, and then wealth, right? So
Wow.
we grow them to 7 million based on resources, guidance, consultations, and strategies. And you are one of our strategic partners, right? Because as soon as they start growing, they are going to need asset protection. They're going to need tax strategies, and
Yep.
combining those is crucial for success
Totally.
in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the second one is IRB immigration. We do immigration strategies. We're not an immigration law firm here in the United States. My attorneys, one of them has 21 years experience in immigration
Okay.
law. She is in Mexico. She's in Guadalajara, and there's something about I think the attorneys, at least that I have in Mexico, that they go into in-depth strategies. I don't mean to talk bad about attorneys here in the
No.
United States,
No.
but
No. 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 Yeah.
every
Yeah.
attorney here in the United States, especially in immigration law that I've seen, they focus on three or four things, three or
Right.
four
Right.
visas,
Right.
and that's
Yep.
it. But there's over 100 visas, right?
Yeah.
There's over a
Yep.
hundred strategies that you can use to either bring your business here to the United States, take advantage of the American dream, and also at the same time get a visa, get a residency, get citizenship.
Yep.
People don't even know what labor certification is.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's like,
complicated. Yeah.
so I've have found that the attorneys that I have in Mexico have literally dove into these strategies, and we offer them to our clients, especially
And they
when
know
we have
both sides. They know both
Canada,
sides. Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. So that's another company. And recently I started it's called, very unique, the Millionaire Simulation event. It's experience. It is an
Hmm.
event that I want to launch this year for a few cities in the West and Southwest mainly. And it's a game. It's a game. You go with your laptop, you get a
Oh.
software, and on stage, as we are on stage, we are giving you opportunities to buy and sell just like millionaires do.
Huh.
All types, dividends, funds, metals, crypto, stock, businesses, real estate, commercial. Like, so many opportunities are given to you in this game, and you literally see your cash flow rise and fall based on your decisions, and you get to see your relationship that you have with money.
Wow.
So
Is this a educational thing so people get used to how to
yeah,
do this or
yeah,
what? Yeah.
they learn payroll, they learn bookkeeping, they learn very basic and tax preparation, and then I get speakers. Every time a speaker goes up, they get a payday. A
Oh,
whole year
wow.
past, they get a payday on their software, and they you it's an event driven to transform your mindset when it comes to your relationship with money,
Hmm.
and you
Hmm.
get to simulate being a millionaire for a day. And we are the experiences that we go through, right? Who
Yeah.
who are we? I'm like just a bunch of experiences we've gone through in life and what we decided to be. So
Yeah.
what if you could
Yeah.
experience being a millionaire for a day? What impact would that cause in your mind and your body? So if you go to millionairesimulation.com,
That's where it is.
you'll see my last speakers, my last event. It was a total hit. People were addicted. They're like, when is the next game? Right.
What?
So I'm just like, okay, so it was a pilot. And I said,
Yeah.
if I'm going to be doing this, I got to be doing this right. And I have to get the right affiliates and partners and sponsors, because when you're in the game, I can have businesses sponsor themselves being in a game as an opportunity of wealth,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and the people get to know, like, hey, Barth Calderon, like is gave us an opportunity of funds, the mutual funds.
Alexandra,
So
you have like a million things going on. How do
I
you?
told you I'm a serial entrepreneur, which is like I'm a perfect candidate for even for you guys, because that's
It's great.
exactly what you guys do. You
Yeah.
protect everybody's assets.
Well, let me ask you a question on the growth one that you mentioned. This is all awesome. And on the you helping businesses to grow, what are the focus areas there? Like, what do you mean? Like selling campaigns,
Well,
marketing? Like,
so grow means, like it's for membership, and they're supposed to grow to wealth. But wealth is defined differently by different people. So what you think is wealth is not wealth for me. It's the same thing with you think is success is not success for me. So I have to
yeah,
meet with my clients individually one on one, and I have to say, what does wealth or success mean to you? So they're like, well, I want to get to B, right? I want to get to $1 million, or I want to get to 5 million, or I want to retire my parents. What does that mean? You get what I'm saying? So I want to own units. I want to have passive income, right? So it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
so much. So I sit with them, I look at their goals, and then I say, okay, this is where you're at, and this is where you want to be. And if we want to get there, these are the things you need to start doing.
And
And
so
you
it's not
you need
all
to
business
start to.
owners. It's not growing the business specifically. It's a
Um,
person wanting to move forward.
if a person wants to move forward, then they would join my membership club, which is the Millionaire Club, right? But the IRB grow, it means investments, real estate, business grow. So if you want to either obtain these, you have obtained them, and you want that to grow, that's where you're at. So
Got it.
you do have to have it in a certainty. Like if you want to start from zero, starting a business, you could go out of IRB grow. If you're a
Yeah,
W-2 employee and you want millionaire passive income, then you join that millionaire club, which is
yep,
different, right? Because it's
yeah,
person versus now you have assets and you have businesses, right?
yep,
So I I,
yeah.
ha- I do have to separate both. I don't want the people that don't have any assets be in a group where I'm giving advice that's they're not there yet.
Right, right, right. Well, this is fascinating. So, where does your entrepreneurial spirit come from? Were you raised a certain way? Is it just you got a gene inside you, or where does it come from?
I've always, I guess it's be in a group where I'm giving advice.
Were you raised a certain way? Is it just you got a gene inside you, or where does it come from?
I've always, I have to say my parents, but we understood life differently.
What number are you? What number are you in the four?
Oh, I'm second. I'm number two.
Got it. Okay,
I'm number
okay.
two.
All right.
So, but I'm treated like I follow rules. I try to, the
Yeah.
spiritual one. But anyway, my parents came to the United States, like a lot of stories. At a tax office, a very tiny tax office, an old man that was like, yeah, do you know how to do taxes? He's like, no, but I could learn. He's like, I'm very quick at learning, which is what I guess I have that, right? I
Yeah.
see it,
Yeah.
I learn it, I pick it up.
Absolutely, you have it.
So he started helping this, young old man to file taxes. Eventually, my dad took over, bought the business from him because he retired, and it was just a small little mom and pop and shop. And me and my brother, he would put us to work, and see where we were 5 years old, little stamping away the envelopes when taxes were
Love
handwritten,
it.
right?
Love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would make, what, 5 cents per envelope.
That is awesome. Wow. So of course you got it from your dad, and I'm sure the thing there from your mom too. And so what is going forward? Where are you taking your business? Like what's happening the next, 2, 3,
So,
5 years?
so, so I, it would be very, it would be, you would have to be blind to see that there is an economic shift, a major economic shift that it's a driving force of where it's separating the wealthy, the rich to becoming mega rich, right? And the
Yeah.
poor to becoming mega poor, and
Yeah.
the middle class is being eliminated, right?
Hmm.
So you could say I'm probably fighting Goliath, right? But my heart, my passion is for the middle class. I've always said, hey, the middle class is the lifeblood of America. All these mom and pops, all these businesses, but as I see the times that are, as we're moving forward towards the future, it's being diminished and it's fading away. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the internet, social media, that there's not that education that people had before. The skills are being passed down. Bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, all that stuff. Like kids now, like the generations are like trying to become influencers and working with AI,
Yeah.
and they don't have to do any of that. Where I tell my nieces and nephews, and I say, you guys have a head start. You just got to learn how to do an oil change. You got to learn how to do plumbing. You got to learn how to do electricians. They're the new millionaires. I said,
Hmm.
do you want to be a millionaire? I said, just get a skill, obtain a skill, make a
Very
business
true.
out of it
Yeah.
that none of your generation knows right now.
Yeah.
So I'm for that. I'm for the
Hmm.
middle class. I'm for
Hmm.
empowering the middle class to get to their passive million. And regardless whether it's in business or it's through IRB, investments, real estate, or business.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's such a passion. I can sense that you have that. And what does an engagement look like with you? If somebody's getting involved with you on the wealth side, wealth creation, moving forward or whatever, how do you work with them? One to one, virtual, in person?
So I've done all of them, right? Depending on the membership they have too, right? Because again, like if they start in GROW, like if they're in G, as soon as they get onboarded, they have a 1 hour with me. They can divide that into 30 minutes. We give them a list of things that I need them to gather for me, so for my meeting, and then from there, all Grow members have an ESM. It's called an entrepreneur success manager. It literally is like a personal business assistant.
Hmm.
My ESMs are used by my Grow members for everything. They call
Oh.
them up, they're like, hey, something happened. Do you have an attorney? Or hey, do you have a plumber? Or hey, I just got the lottery and I just won like, $25,000. What do I do? You get
Oh.
so they get this level of business support and resources
Wow.
that is not out there.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that membership itself comes with add-ons. You can add on a tax preparation, a bookkeeping, payroll. You can add on
Oh.
corporate filing at a strategic level
Yep. Yep.
at 50% discount. If
Oh
you
yeah.
have the
Yeah.
membership, then you can afford these services added to your membership
Got it.
because you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they have this level of support. People cannot say, at least my members cannot say, "Hey, I just started a business, or I'm in business and I feel alone." That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that you're not alone. Like when
That's great.
you have us at a completely different level. Like, and people tell us like, I wouldn't even sleep if I didn't have you guys, like because of so many things that come up in business that I don't know how to respond to.
God,
I
I
I
can't think of
contact you
yeah.
guys and you're just like, we got the solution. Don't worry about it. These are your options. What do you want to do?
Awesome. It's like a personal and business assistant. It's so awesome. And so who are mostly the people that you're working with? Is there a common thread woven amongst them?
Mostly professionals like consultants. I have a lot of like agents, real estate agents, loan officers, a lot of professional services, coaches, leaders, things that are non-inventory. We don't, I guess so. I guess I would say we don't specialize on e-commerce or inventory clients. Not to say we don't have them, but we
Yeah,
do. We have a resource and tell them you need to outsource your inventory tracking,
got
right?
it. Yep,
So,
yep.
but mainly we do have like professional businesses. We do have tires, dentists, doctors. We have tire shops, beauticians, spas. Uh, Clients, shotcrete, construction. Construction
Yep,
is
yep.
very like our. We have a lot of construction. We have a lot of general professional skills, electricians,
Hmm.
plumbers, just so much in the, I think, consulting and business, sorry, professional business world that is non-inventory or e-commerce, you know?
Yeah, yeah, no, that's great. And you're located in Southern California.
Yes, I live in Las Vegas, but we're since we're virtual, our main hub is in Los Angeles.
Okay, okay. And clients across the country and obviously outside
Yes,
of the
all
country. Yeah.
50 states. We even have people that live in South Korea,
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
but
Wow.
they do business here in United States, Mexico, Canada. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so we are international, not as much as we would like, but again, my heart and soul is for the middle class here in America.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And you got a motor inside of you. You got a motor that's going like this. I like to see it, right?
You know, and I think it's funny that when I hear people tell me that, to me, I'm living a normal life. Like, I'm like, oh, this is just normal. And they're like, it's not normal. You're not normal. I'm like, no, but
No.
yeah, I just get an idea. I'm just like, let's do it.
No, I love it. I love it. You got spirit, very successful, fantastic. Well, I mean, you and I could talk forever. This is great. I want to tell people watching this that wherever you're watching it, because we simulcast this everywhere, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, that Alexandra's information is going to be around this video. Maybe it's up here, down here. Get connected to her. Got to know her a bit. We're and just a wealth of knowledge and
Thank
content
you. Thank you.
information.
Same
Yeah,
to you. Same to you and your business. Like again, you're one of our affiliates. You're one of our resources, and I love working with you guys.
yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah, and thank you for being here. I know we're going to talk again, but I appreciate your time.